There is a mysterious and unspoken thread that connects two souls, an invisible current that pulls thoughts, emotions, and energy between them. You may think of someone out of nowhere, perhaps after months, even years, and wonder why their presence suddenly rushes back into your mind as if no time has passed. It is not mere coincidence. It is not random. It is the quiet whisper of energy, the echo of a connection that still exists beyond the physical. Many believe that when you think of someone intensely, it is because they are thinking of you too. This is not just a comforting thought, it is a truth that has been felt by countless people throughout time. The bond between souls does not rely solely in the physical. It is something that transcends the limitations of space and logic, existing in the realm of energy and consciousness. When someone enters your mind unprovoked, it is often because their energy has touched yours in some way. Whether consciously or subconsciously, they have sent out a signal and your soul has responded. Telepathy is not a fantasy. It is a forgotten language. It is the silent communication of emotions, memories, and unfinished energy exchanges that move between two people even when they are separated by distance, silence, or even time itself. You may not be speaking, but that does not mean the connection has disappeared. If anything, separation often amplifies it. The heart recognizes what the mind struggles to comprehend. It knows when something is unfinished, when a connection still lingers, when energy has not yet settled into completion. Have you ever felt a sudden, overwhelming emotion that was not your own? Have you ever thought of someone intensely, only to have them reach out moments later? These are not mere coincidences. These are moments where the veil between you and another soul thins, allowing energy to flow freely. The universe operates in frequencies, and so do we. Every thought you send out carries a vibration, and if that vibration matches the frequency of another person, they will receive it, consciously or unconsciously. When you cannot stop thinking about someone, it is often because your energies are still intertwined. It may be a past life connection, an unresolved lesson, or a contract between souls that has yet to be fulfilled. Some connections are so strong that they defy logic. You may not have seen this person in years, yet their presence lingers in your mind as if they never left. This is because the connection exists beyond time. Some souls meet again and again across different lifetimes, drawn to each other like magnets, because there is something unfinished between them. Perhaps there was a promise made before you entered this life, an agreement to find each other again, to trigger growth, healing, or evolution in one another. And then there are the connections that exist purely in energy. These are the ones that do not always make sense. You may be drawn to someone you barely knew. You may feel an intense pull toward a person who played only a brief role in your life, yet their presence in your thoughts feels stronger than those you have known for years. This is because the depth of a connection is not measured by time, but by the intensity of the energetic exchange. Some people enter our lives not for the mind to understand, but for the soul to recognize. There is a concept called energetic cords, which is the unseen threads that bind us to those with whom we have shared deep emotional experiences with. These cords do not break simply because someone is gone from our physical world. They remain, pulling us back to certain people, making us think of them at unexpected times, and stirring emotions we thought had faded. You may feel their sadness without knowing why. You may dream of them just as they are longing for you. This is the nature of energy. It does not disappear, it transforms, it lingers, it calls. But why? Why do we think of a specific person and not others? Why does one person occupy our mind while others fade effortlessly into memory? Because some connections are not meant to be forgotten. Some people are tied to our journey in ways we do not yet understand. Their presence in your thoughts is a reminder that something between you and them is still unfolding. It could be a lesson left to learn, an emotion left to be felt, or a future that has yet to be written. The more you resist these thoughts, the stronger they become. The more you try to dismiss the connection, the more it asserts itself. This is because the soul does not function through logic. It moves through knowing, through feeling, through the unseen forces that guides us towards what we are meant to understand. Thinking about someone constantly is not just about telepathic energy. It is also about the intertwining of destinies, the merging of timelines, and the echoes of past and future realities colliding in the present. Time is not linear the way that we perceive it. The past, present, and future are layered upon each other, happening all at once in the grand design of the universe. So when someone is on your mind persistently, it is not just about what has already happened. It is about what is still happening on an unseen level. Your thoughts might be a glimpse into an alternative timeline where your souls are still connected, still interacting, still unfolding a story that has yet to materialize in this physical reality. Sometimes the presence of a person in your thoughts is not just about them, it's about you. The energy they bring up within you is a key, unlocking parts of yourself that have been waiting to be acknowledged. When you think of them, what emotions surface? Is it longing, regret, love, unfinished desire? That emotion is a reflection of something deep within your soul, something asking to be understood. This is why certain people linger in our minds for years, even when they are long gone or haven't been present in our lives for a while. They act as mirrors, their presence in our consciousness reflecting back to us the lessons, the wounds, and the transformations we have yet to fully integrate. You may feel this connection especially strong at night, in dreams, or in the moments before sleep, when your mind is relaxed and your soul is more open to receiving messages. These are moments where the veil is thinner, where spiritual energy moves more freely, and where telepathic exchanges can happen effortlessly. If you have ever woken up with a deep sense of knowing that someone is thinking of you, or if their face appears vividly in a dream only for you to feel their presence the next day, this is not imagination. It is an alignment of energy beyond the conscious mind's understanding. Then there is the possibility of unfinished contracts between souls. Before we incarnate into this life, we make agreements with certain souls, some to teach us, some to challenge us, some to love us, and some to push us towards growth in ways we do not expect. If someone is constantly on your mind, it may be because that contract is still unfolding, still waiting to be fulfilled. Sometimes these contracts do not manifest in the way we would expect. Sometimes the purpose of their presence in your thoughts is not about reunion, but about transformation. The love you feel for them, the pull you cannot explain. It may not be about being together in the physical, but about the lessons that their soul has come to awaken something within you. But just as much as some connections exist purely in energy, others are destined to materialize. The love you feel for someone may not just be a lesson in self-discovery. It may also be the precursor to something real, something tangible, something that is meant to manifest in this physical reality. Sometimes that persistent thought in your mind is not just an echo of the past, but a whisper from the future. A sign that your souls are moving towards each other, aligning across time and circumstances to meet when the moment is right. Many people have experienced this, a deep knowing that someone is out there, that their energy is already intertwined with theirs, even before meeting in the physical world. If you feel an unshakable connection to someone, a love that feels real despite the separation, it could be because you are meant to find each other in this life. The universe has a way of orchestrating seemingly impossible reunions, of weaving together timelines in ways the mind cannot predict. Some meetings are inevitable, drawn together by an unseen force that ensures two souls will cross paths, no matter the obstacles between them. When this happens, it is not a matter of if, it is a matter of when. Your thoughts of them, your longing for them, your constant awareness of their presence in your soul, all serve as signals. Aligning your energy with theirs, pulling you both toward a moment where your realities finally intersect. This is why, despite time, distance, or silence, some people eventually find their way back to each other. It is not just wishful thinking. It is the unfolding of a soul contract, the fulfillment of a love that was always meant to exist in both spirit and form. If someone is on your mind constantly, do not dismiss the possibility that they are also meant to be in your life physically. Trust in the pull, trust in the signs, and trust in the divine timing of the universe. If your souls are truly meant to meet, nothing, not time, not distance, not even lifetimes, can keep you apart forever. Some souls are bound together not just by this lifetime, but by countless lifetimes before and after. You may have known them in another existence, walked beside them in another form, shared a love or a struggle that imprinted itself so deeply into your soul that it echoes across dimensions, pulling you towards them even now. It is important to trust what you feel, even if it does not make sense to your rational mind. The soul speaks in emotions, in synchronicities, in dreams, in the way a song suddenly plays that reminds you of them, or how their name appears in unexpected places when you least expect it. These are not coincidences, they are confirmations, signs from the universe that what you feel is real, even if you do not yet fully understand it. So if someone is on your mind constantly, do not dismiss it. Instead, listen. What is your heart trying to tell you? What message does this person carry for you? What unfinished energy lingers between you and them? There is a reason, even if that reason is not yet clear. The energy of that connection is still alive, still unfolding, still moving between you in ways beyond what your mind can perceive. Instead of resisting, allow yourself to explore what this connection is trying to show you. What part of your soul is awakening because of them? What truth is being revealed? Perhaps this person is thinking of you too. Perhaps they feel your presence just as much as you feel theirs, and neither of you fully understand why. Perhaps this is a reminder that love, in all its forms, does not die. It merely changes shape. And perhaps, just perhaps, the reason you cannot stop thinking about them is because in some way they have never truly left.